If you chilling in the bed with nothing to do, get up. It's time for a night with New.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh.
What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite new girl in the weather, and you're watching Nice and New Podcast, where you'll be all right by the end of the night. Let's go and get into what's new. If you haven't already had a good enough reason to stop dealing with Chick-fil-A, maybe this will work out for you. Chick-fil-A in the past donated to many anti-LGBTQ plus initiatives and things of that nature. Of course, it is common knowledge that Chick-fil-A is built off of conservative Christian values. What I want us to realize as Black people, that anytime Christianity and white is in the same lane, it's never designed with you in mind. There was a situation in Augusta, Georgia, where some cops went into Chick-fil-A. It was 3 white cops and 1 black cop. The black cop was actually the sergeant. They gave all of the white cops their food for free and then made the black cop pay.
It seemed like it was a racial issue to me.
We all came into the restaurant together, we rode together, came in the restaurant together, all had the same uniform on, stood in line together. There was never a time that we were not together while standing in line.
They say all 3 white officers were offered a complimentary meal, but when Sergeant Reed got to the register, he had to pay.
They said that it was perceived that we were embarrassed or that it was a racial incident, which I didn't like, because I know it wasn't perceived. It actually happened.
He's not the only one to perceive it. We all perceived it that way, and it's not even perception. It's what happened. It was a racial issue.
I tell people all the time, it's always only a matter of time before it's your turn. There is no way humanly possible that a person can treat a certain minority group of people a certain type of way and not also feel that way. Same way Christianity is used to criminalize like people of the plus community. They also use that same Bible to put themselves in a superior position against us as Black people. Y'all stop giving them people your money. I know Chick-fil-A is okay, Chick-fil-A good or whatever, whatnot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Back when I was still eating meat, I used to love Chick-fil-A. For some reason, a few years ago, probably like 2017 on up, that chicken started not tasting like nothing to me. It just started tasting like cooked food. It really wasn't remarkable. And then they had came out with the macaroni and cheese, and I like the macaroni and cheese and stuff like that or whatever went out. But like overall, don't put your money, no, you're not wanted, and your money, your dollar and stuff is not truly appreciated. That's just all I got to say about that. Mind you, this was in Augusta, Georgia. Augusta. I don't know how many of y'all have been following the Derrick Grove situation, but they called them y'all. So for reference, just in case any of y'all don't know, Derrick Grove is one of the 10 inmates that escaped from a prison in Louisiana back in May of this year. They finally caught him. They really caught him just because he got into a little altercation with the girl that he was messing around with or whatever. She called police on him. They fled from Louisiana. He ended up in Atlanta. Out of all places, why was Atlanta the place that you chose to go?
So they ain't on my block. On my soul, he wasn't up the street. Boy, if I would have known already, I would have told on your ass, boy. Hey, boy, don't blow no kiss at me.
Derrick fine to me, though, y'all. I can't lie. Boy, they went on and caught him, though, y'all.
They gonna be blowing kisses and pulling the calorie, too, boy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your ass know how to play hide and seek, though, on my soul. But, hey, who got that money? Who the one that snitched on him?
They finally got all 10 of them. If you want to look at more into that information, just search it up for yourself.
That you are.
I'm not.
What if I jumped out and took it from you?
You would die.
If I jumped out and took it from you. Oh, you got one of them?
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
Nah.
I was just kidding. I was just talking shit.
There was a Black girl that was walking back from a gas station. This white man had followed her from the gas station and basically told her, it wasn't even basically, y'all heard her just playing today. He was like, I'm finna get out, I'm gonna take it from you. He was basically letting her know, like, I'm finna steal your gem. And he was going to do it until she ended up showing him something that wasn't gonna hold him for too much longer. When she showed that piece, he was like, oh, you got one of them? I was just playing. I was just kidding. I was just playing. No, you wasn't. Most predatory ass people are cowards. That white man was was emboldened enough to follow her home, try to follow her as she walking home and stuff like that, to tell that she finna just jump on out the car and take it from her. Please. Now, ladies, sometimes I know you got to do what you got to do. I myself have to do what I have to do. Sometimes I be walking to the grocery store and stuff like that a lot too. But make sure you keep your head on the swivel. Always be 100% aware of your surroundings. Do not be walking, scrolling through your phone. Do not be walking with no headphones in, listening to music and stuff like that, because then that's putting yourself at a disadvantage. And if you are a type of person that does not carry, you still need to have something that's gonna hold them. Okay, something that gonna keep them off of you, and then something that can hold them if they are on you. Okay, something that can zap their ass, or something that can make them eyes burn a little bit. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And then when they get up on you, have something that can poke them. If you are the type of person that's not concealed to carry, or you are scared to carry, okay? You kind of don't want to give them the opportunity to get right up on you. So I like the poking, which should be the last resort, okay? But in a general sense, get something that can spray them while they fall off, and you give you some time to get away. But y'all really pay attention to your surroundings. And if you have to be out, try to be out in groups, because it's wicked out here. Y'all know, like here in Detroit, I know y'all probably heard it was a big ass story about the 14-year-old girl Nazaria Harris that had came up missing or whatever, and then they realized that she more than likely has been deleted because she was being abused by these overly grown ass man Jarvis Butts that had done got her pregnant. And then to try to cover up the fact that he got her pregnant, he turned around and deleted that baby and threw her body out somewhere they still haven't found her. More charges have came up about him. More charges, because evidently he had been taking the innocence of his 9-year-old daughter as well. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised or shocked. A Detroit man who's already charged in the disappearance and death of 13-year-old Nazaria Harris is now facing additional criminal charges involving his young daughter, which now makes 4 victims. The court records show that Jarvis Raymond Butts, 42, was charged and arraigned today on new counts of first-degree rape, second-degree rape as well. Prosecutors say the new case involved allegation that he raped his daughter at his workplace multiple times when she was 8 years old. Nazaria disappeared on January 9, 2024, after getting off the bus on Detroit's east side. Her body has not yet been found, but investigators say the digital evidence, phone records, witness statements, and forensic material linked Butts to her death. Of course he did it. He was previously charged with first-degree premeditated murder, second-degree rape involving a victim under the age of 13. In 2013, Butts is accused of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl, first and third degree. 2012 to 2014, another child was allegedly abused between the ages of 8 and 10. 2015 to 2017, another victim was allegedly abused between the ages of 4 and 6. He remains in custody on original murder and sexual assault cases, while the new charges have been filed to move forward. He ain't gonna never get out. Now, the thing about it, I'm glad that he finally getting what he deserved. However, the real reason why he was able to even continue to do this is because people be out here pacifying, protecting these motherfucking predators. I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge that that man got an affinity for kids. Common knowledge. He had no business being able to harm this many kids. Now, mind you, that saying that it's 4 victims, I'm pretty sure it's more victims than that. The same way like that shit happened with Nazaria. He was always targeting women with children. Now he's coming out that he done did it to his own child. Of course he did. Like, ain't no child off limits. That man is sick. That man is sick. And the least they can do is let him spend the rest of his days in prison. He needs to be deleted off this earth, though. He ain't got no business being on the earth no more. And the thing about it is, like, I don't know if y'all remember when this situation was going viral on TikTok in the first place. The first time I seen that this man was going viral in the first place was because people were sharing his mugshot, talking about how handsome he was, how fine he was. One nobody said nothing about his charges. Women were doing it. Stand up, quit being ducks. I know it get lonely out here sometimes. I know sometimes some of us really want to be tied down, bayed up, booed up. We want to be rolling around in the bed, rubbing our feet together with a man and stuff like that. But at what cost, though? That Stuff like that, no, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. Lock your funky ass up. Now it's time to be honest. When did you first become aware of your identity in relations to other people? Like, when did you realize, like, you know what, I'm not the same as someone as the next person? This question applies to many different scenarios. Whether you realize you were bigger amongst smaller people, whether you realize, okay, damn, I'm black and everybody white, whatever the case. Of course, in my situation, it will, of course, be about my womanhood and stuff like that. I always knew. I was very aware of it the earliest that I can remember. I'm gonna say 5 because that's when I started like elementary school, primary school, of course. So like I'm gonna say like as soon as I got into kindergarten, I knew and was around other children and stuff. I knew something was different about me, but I feel like I already knew even before that because prior to me even starting school and head start and stuff like that, I came from a really big family, had a lot of cousins and stuff, a lot of boy cousins, a lot of girl cousins, and like I just never felt like I resonated with the boy cousins and stuff at all. And then it just became more and more apparent to me as I got older. What are some things about you that you realize? What is something that you're passionate about, but it don't make you any kind of money? Like you don't really care to make money for, it's something that you just genuinely love doing and you don't think about the amount of money that it takes to get into it or to do it or whatever the case, just any type of passion projects. Like, are you a type of person that have passion projects? Y'all know I'm very artistic. I like to do a lot of things with my hands. I have been conditioned to feel that like everything that I like to do with my hands and stuff like that should make me money. But then the older that I've gotten and the more that I've tried to do those things, well, I've done a lot of those things, but it's like, it's too much like manual labor to me. It's too much like hard work in my opinion. And I just kind of shied away from a lot of it now. So I don't know if I'm passionate about nothing no more, y'all. I really don't. I feel like my fire, my fuse, it's done burnt out, and I don't know what to do to be able to ignite that in me again. But I genuinely don't feel like I'm passionate about anything no more. I really don't. Is that bad? Is there a skill that you've always wanted to pick up but you haven't had the opportunity to yet? Me personally, I want to be multilingual. I want to be able to speak many languages, 4 or 5, if I can. I would love to be able to fluently speak. Back in the past, I used to say Mandarin and Korean. I think I still want to learn those languages as well, but I want to learn, of course, French, Italian. If any type of language out there that I can learn, I really want to learn it. I don't know how many of y'all have ever heard about the new way that African American people are starting to identify themselves like Solon or Solani and stuff like that. I personally like it. I like the name. I like how it sounds. It got a nice little ring to it. Like to be like, oh shit, I'm a Solani. I'm a Solani woman. Like, I don't know. I just like the way that I like the way that sounds. A lot of people are having conversations around trying to learn like our lost language, like Tut or Tutnese and stuff like that. I personally have never heard of Tut until I got on TikTok. And if that's going to be like an official language of being so long, I would like to learn it. Even outside of that, I just want to learn it anyway, just because why not? But I've never heard of Tut until I got on TikTok. The languages I knew about, like being from Alabama, was like Pig Latin and stuff. That's what I knew about. What about y'all? It's time to hear what had happened. Y'all know the drill. If you have a what had happened story, be sure to email me at nightswithnue@gmail.com. That's NIGHTSWITHNUE@gmail.com. And keep the email short, sweet, and to the point. 2 paragraphs is enough so that it can be featured on the next show. The situation that happened with the police officer at the Chick-fil-A kind of triggered a memory in me with me and one of my friends. Shout out to you, Rebecca. That's my girl. We've been friends. I think Rebecca and I have been friends about 9 years. Either way, for contextual purposes of the story or whatever, she is most definitely a paper plate. She is an enveloping woman. And that's my friend. And we've been friends for a long time. You get what I'm saying? And like her being an enveloping, I don't have no issue with that. And me being black or Solon or however you want to identify that, she don't got no issue with it either. However, one time me and her decided that we wanted to go out to eat together. This was in Alabama. We went to Cracker Barrel. I had already told her that I had a few little reservations about going to Cracker Barrel just because I didn't like the name of the play, But she lived by the play, loved the play. So anyway, we went, came in together. They seated us. They sat us at one of the tables. Our table was in the middle, like in the middle of the dining room. The server, he was an enveloping guy. He came up to us, greeted us, introduced himself, asked us our drinks, stuff like that. Okay, cool. After he brought her drink, he ended up asking us what we wanted to eat. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I said he came and brought her drink. He only brought the sweet tea. He didn't bring my water yet. And then started taking our order. She told him what she wanted. I told him what I wanted. In the process of that, other tables are starting to come and get filled up. I think like 2 or 3 other tables done became full. I still haven't received my water. He don't want to introduce himself to table 1, table 2, table red, table blue. Still haven't brought me my water yet. The whole time, Rebecca like, is he ever gonna bring you your drink? He's gonna bring you water. I'm like, I don't think he is. So fast forward. Now her food is ready. He has brought her meal. Me and my friend Rebecca is sitting at the exact same table in the exact same restaurant. But for reference, I'm the only black girl in there. All the other people that's coming to sit at the other tables and stuff, they all envelopians. Rebecca get her food piping hot. She got her food. He keep refilling her drink. Look at the man and she like, okay, thank you for bringing my hot food and stuff, but where's my friend's drink and where's her food? He was like, oh, it's going to be ready in a minute. It's going to be ready in a minute. Now, mind you, I already don't want the water because I feel like you already got some type of fever with me in general. And when the fact that it's coming, that you trying to bring me some water, I don't know if that water coming out the toilet. I don't know if it's just gonna be tap water, which I was hoping at least it was just gonna be tap water. It could have been any kind of water you bringing to me. Remember I mentioned table 1, table 2, table red, table blue. All of them got their food. I still haven't received mine. When they finally brought me my plate, the food was ice cold. Had been sent back there the whole time. It also wasn't even what I ordered, but go off. It was intentional. What people fail to realize when it comes to privilege, sometimes your privilege is the fact that you've never been able to even live certain experiences or ever been able to see certain experiences happen. Up until that point, even during the duration of our friendship, there have been a couple of conversations that we both may have had with each other. I'm not going to say that she didn't believe me about certain stuff, but a lot of stuff would be hard for her to believe just because she's never experienced those things. But even when it came down to the fact that I told her I really didn't even want to go to Cracker Barrel in Alabama, just because I had a weird disposition about the place in general, that situation had hugely affected her even to this day. I can call her right now and she could tell you how much it bothered her that happened to us there or to me. Something that she also would say a lot is, if I hadn't been there, I wouldn't have believed you. If I ever tell this to someone else, or even if you were to tell someone that they'll never believe you. But it's just the fact that I was there and I know this for a fact. And even some people have tried to claim that, oh, it wasn't because I was black, it was because I was trans. Why are you justifying that I should be discriminated against because I'm a new girl? You're still wrong. Your job is to service whomever comes in there. And the only reason why you should deny service to a person is because of specific reasons, in my opinion, because they being rude, they being belligerent, they causing a scene, I feel like but just because you have an issue with me because of my skin color or because of my gender or whatever the case, please, I'm not taking it. I'm not going for that. There were people that was trying to take up for him in that way. Like whenever we had those conversations with other people, I'm like, oh, it's because you were trans, that's still wrong. So just because I'm trans, I don't get hungry. I don't need vitamins and nutrients, bitch. I don't need calories, ho, because I'm that's stupid. And it wasn't about that. No way. It was because I was black. People fail to realize, especially when it comes to our paper plate counterparts, whenever I walk out that door, they see a black woman first. That new girl stuff come later. The minute I walk out the door, I'm a black woman first and I'm treated as such. I wrote them a nice little letter. Nothing came from it though. But to this day, I still don't go. Like when I seen the whole controversy about how they change her logo and trying to appeal. Whatever, y'all. I don't want to hear that. Have you ever been in a situation where you were discriminated against in a public setting? How did it make you feel? What did you do about it? And if you got any type of tips or tricks for me in them types, let me know. That's all I have for y'all. Good night. If you made it this far, put newbies in the chat. Thumbs up this video and make sure you follow me. Click that bell so that you be notified every time I post. And go ahead and come on over to Patreon too, y'all.